안녕하세요 여러분. I'm a Valentine이라고 합니다. What's up everybody? I'm a Valentine here. And let's get ready for me to go to a job interview. Here we go again. I honestly was not planning on getting another job. If I'm being 100% honest with you, I am planning to figure out how to make my YouTube channel blow up this summer and my music. So my goal really has been like, how do I get this monetized? How do I put in whatever it is that I need to put in order for me to find the type of success that I need to take me from every type of crappy situation that I'm currently in every way that it could possibly go wrong, and how do I make it happen to where, you know, I am finally okay, and more than okay, I'm like successful and high achieving and happy and healthy and like doing all the things I've always wanted to do, and like moving to Hawaii and like opening the Higher Self Cafe, finally being able to give so much to people, you know, outside of myself, and being able to inspire others through what I do, and them wanting to listen to me because of what I've achieved and things of that sort. There's absolutely nothing that says that still won't happen. However, at my current position, despite that I told y'all in a vlog, which I want to say may have come out maybe a week before this. I don't even know how long before it would have come out for this video. Maybe a week or two, maybe more, maybe less, I don't know. Might be the same week, but I was saying in the vlog where I was like the future me, and I was saying how like I got a raise. So it was really nice for me to have gotten a raise. And at the same time, you know, hours got cut. So next week I am on the schedule for 10.75 hours. And so when I looked at that, I immediately calculated exactly how much money that would mean that I would make, and it came to be about $150. And I was like, well, I cannot pay my rent and exist in a month on $600 total in a month. So I was like, okay, I really don't want to have to eat up my savings really, but I was like, all right, fine, like I guess I should reach out, because y'all know I had that stage thing, the stage, and yeah, y'all saw me go there and, you know, come back, and so I ended up not hearing from them, but I was like, you know what, let me just text them and ask if they would maybe have some other role for me in the company, because that place that I did the stage and the interview, they own like several restaurants, and yeah, so I was like, you know, if y'all have any other roles, I'd love to be a part of the team, because I am team Alma's survival and Alma's success. So yes, it sucks because I'm like, oh, you know, I don't want to have another job necessarily. That wasn't really in my personal plan. I was like, no, I'm just gonna keep pouring into YouTube, pouring into music, and find success that way. I just want to say I really enjoy talking to you guys. Like, I feel so much better now that I'm talking to y'all versus how I was feeling before I started. I was feeling so lethargic and so crappy and so like disgusted with myself. I was looking at my stomach. I just ate ice cream and I was listening to these millionaires talk, and I was like, fuck. Feeling shitty. I might cry, I don't know. But I was like, fuck, my life is not where it's supposed to fucking be, fuck. Yeah, but then I was like, you know, I should just turn on my camera, do a get ready with me, and I feel so much better already just talking to you guys. So thank you for being here and hearing me and making this something that I can do consistently, because I know my YouTube channel is gonna blow up. Like, I know it is. And what's funny is I was doing these calculations a couple days ago, and I was like doing the like metrics or like conversions, seeing how much money I would make from this, how much money I would make from TikTok, how much money I would make from Spotify, and like doing the real numbers of what I thought was like most likely for me to really make from these things. And the one that it looks like so far would make me the most wasn't YouTube. However, that didn't make me like, oh, well then I should put less into YouTube and put more into music and only focus on this, or like, oh, I should put less into TikTok. Despite that, I know that I'm gonna make, you know, much smaller amounts from this than I probably will from my YouTube. This is still important to me, and I feel like me being able to literally look at those numbers and be like, that makes such a tiny, you know, percentage, at least starting out, versus what I believe that I'll be making from music and, you know, other things that I do. But it's because it is actually important to me. Like, it really is important. It's a purpose thing. It's like, I love to do this. Like, I actually do enjoy this. Like, me talking right now, this is fun. This is actually enjoyable. Like, this is an enjoyable part of my day. Whenever I am done editing a video, like, that sense of accomplishment when I'm exporting, when it is finally exported, and when I'm uploading it, like, that feels really, really, really good. So yeah, that's definitely a sign for me that, like, yeah, this is something that I should just continue doing, because, you know, as I become a billionaire, y'all know, like, the first thing on my channel is that video of me talking about spreading warmth and, like, the billionaire journey. Like, I want to be a billionaire, but I want y'all to see me. Like, I want y'all to see, like, I'm a regular person. You know what I mean? Like, I have feelings. I have emotions. You know, I deal with my emotions in different ways. I have things I have to grow from. Sometimes I feel shitty about myself. Sometimes I feel amazing about myself. Like, I think I'm a genius, and yet I'm over here like, well, Alma, like, you eat a lot of sugar, and you have to, like, figure this shit out, because you don't want to hurt yourself. Like, I don't want to give myself cancer. I don't want to give myself diseases. And that's fucking real. Like, that's real as shit. To the point where it's like, I'm getting real with myself now. I'm like, Alma, like, we gotta work on some healthy habits, because I basically, when I got that last job that I had, that second job, I became so disillusioned with the healthy habits that I had been building for, like, maybe about 3 weeks to a month beforehand. I was waking up at like 6 a.m. and going to the gym, and maybe I just felt so much pain. Maybe I need to, like, let that pain go. And someone was literally saying to me a couple weeks ago after I performed, he was like, you know, I see the pain. Like, I know somebody that's in pain. Jesus Christ. Maybe I need to let some pain go. Maybe I have some pain that I've been avoiding. I think sometimes I don't realize certain things until I'm talking, which is why, you know, stuff like this can be so cathartic and therapeutic for me. And I hope that, like, if you relate, then I hope that it gives you that same emotion, that I can feel that level of catharsis. It's so fun to, like, use this. Like, it's satisfying. It looks so cute. But what was I saying? Crap. But yeah, I think I got so sad and frustrated because I had a plan. I was gonna try to save $20,000 so that I could move to this studio and take this class at CPCC. It was like a music class at CPCC, and I was gonna save $20,000 from working this job and working where I do work already. And I was gonna bust my ass, and I was gonna be up late and up early, working out, eating well, drinking smoothies and shit like that. Like, and I was doing it already before I even started there. And I just couldn't, I think I was just so sad that, like, the way that I was treated there, it was just like, why did that have to happen? I think I got so sad about that and so frustrated because I had to, like, I chose to leave because I knew that I didn't deserve that, but it still threw off my plan, you know? And that sucks, because me wanting to move to that studio was, like, really serious for me. Like, that was really important, and it is still really important. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm still gonna make it happen, because I feel like, you know, where I live and my peace is just so important to me. Like, it is so important to me, and I feel like I don't have control over that right now. And I think maybe what I'm really seeking is that sense of control over that. And anytime that it feels like someone else can be a barrier to that for me, it just doesn't feel right. And it really throws me off, and it makes me really upset. And I think I'm trying to figure out how I can, it's like trying to save myself, you know? Like, I really feel like I'm trying to figure out how I can save myself right now from, like, some really difficult times or from some really dark circumstances. And it doesn't feel like I have all the answers, really, but I'm trying. I mean, being very consistent with YouTube and really giving it my heart, giving it my all, really. I mean, not just doing the bare minimum like I used to, and not just posting every now and then wondering why I'm not, like, super famous. But no, I'm, like, posting consistently. I'm editing really nicely. I mean, bringing new levels to it, trying to think of new ideas, and there's even more that I can do. There's more that I'll continue to do. But now it's getting to a point where it's like, all right, Alma, like, you want to be a CEO? Like, what's the business looking like? Even with the High Soul Cafe, God literally told me to open that. Like, literally, there was this one point where my head is like, Alma, I want you to open it here. Not here, but I want you to open it then, at this time. And I'm like, oh shit, like, like, how? I still don't know how. But I'm just like, well, I had to figure it out. And I'm on a time constraint as well with the timing of what I was told I was opening. But that's the thing, I was told I would open it at a certain time, which is so odd because I'm like, well, I'm still trying to figure my shit out, you know? It's like, how am I gonna complete this task? I don't even have like my own house. Like I don't have my own studio to myself. Like I live in a house with someone else and it's like, and I can't even choose my roommates. Like how am I gonna get to the point where I'm running a whole cafe where it's like the highest level cafe? This is not just any type of cafe either. Like this is a serious like spiritual level of cafe. Like this is not something small. It's not something light and willy-nilly. Like I'm sure that I could easily open a cafe that's like, you know, if I had the funding for it, someone gave me like $20,000, somebody gave me like $100,000. I could easily give you this cute concept because I already have this really girly, really cute concepts, very sugary, like breads and like freaking sweets and all this stuff. But we're talking about the highest sell cafe. So we're talking about health, we're talking about success, we're talking about freaking like serious things. And that's not one of those things that are just like a willy-nilly thing. And I'm being told this like very short amount of time that I'll be opening it in. I'm like, I don't understand. Don't understand. But you know, it's not like I'm just gonna be like, no God, I can't do it. It's just like, how, you know, what do you want me to do? And then I even have my own aspirations and I don't want my things that I want for my life to get lost in the sauce of like you trying to do other things. So I want to make sure that I'm, you know, with that, like my musical goals, even as I'm, you know, working on YouTube, never want to get caught up and lost from my musical goals. You know, I never want to lose that, you know, I never want to be somebody that my real goal was always to be extremely successful music artist, but because I found so much success in YouTube that I was like, well, I'll just wait on that. Like, no, I don't want to do that. And the same with opening a cafe. I don't want to get so caught up with me wanting to open a cafe that I'm just like, yeah, well, my YouTube can wait, or like, yeah, my music can wait. Like, no, I want to do all of it, and I want to succeed at all of it. And you know, there's so many people that are like, oh, focus on one thing, and I'm like, I get it, but also like, I don't think that works for me. Like, I don't think that just focusing on one thing just works for me. Like, it doesn't. I get bored and I get confused and I feel like I start forgetting why I started in the first place. And that's not helpful because it takes me away from why I started in the first place, which makes me not want to do shit. So, yeah. I think maybe I've been stressed, dealing with some stress for sure, especially with those hours getting cut. I mean, if you're concerned about like, if you're gonna be able to afford to eat like naturally, it's harder for you to want to be productive. But like, I have been tired and I have been sleeping and I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping that me going to this interview will be a really good thing, you know, for me. I do think it will. Wish my head has been saying something as well. So, you know, I think it'll be a good thing. But I'm also trying to recognize that sometimes God does things through back doors. And sometimes God does things in ways that you don't expect it. So like in my head, I just imagine me suddenly coming up with like YouTube and with music, all of my stuff just going super viral multiple times over. Me being able to just like, I have to quit my job because people literally keep recognizing me so much that I'm like hindering the workplace. They're like, oh, I mean, I think it's just, you know, like you're just too famous, like you can't really, you know, be here. And I'm like, oh no, gotta quit, oh no. And then I'm a millionaire and I'm like, cool, let me open up my cafe, invest in my cafe, pay everybody like $20 an hour that starts there, hire all the right people, get that thing going so that it works on its own. I don't even have to be there. They just call me when they need something, they got questions, whatever. I'm making moves, got the right team, they got it, right? And then I can freaking do what I want. So like I'm taking choreography classes, I'm practicing, getting my stages together. I'm like really in the studio and like just freaking growing, like collabing with great people, like collabing with just some amazing artists, you know? And you know, from there, just traveling, performing, getting paid major dollars to perform, showing what's going on my YouTube the whole time, and really like having a videographer, having an editor, and people that they understand that I'm a Valentine style and they expand that. Like, that's what I really want, you know, and that's how I would see it in my head. And then I'm like, all right, cool, it's time to move to Hawaii. From here, I got my loft, cool, got this going. And, you know, any other businesses I want to work on, whatever, still doing that, still making music, still traveling, just expanding, collaborating, growing, learning, like, and not having to stress about money or my apartment or where I'm living. Like, I don't want to continue to constantly be stressing about that. Like, I don't enjoy that. I don't want that for myself. And I don't, you know, my bed looks so crusty and crummy. Like it's not, this is not good, but I don't want to be worried about that. And I always want to look good too. Like I want to be super healthy, but I also want to enjoy things. Like I really want to be able to always enjoy food and always enjoy like taste, things like that. Like I really want to always be able to do that. I really love sweets. Like I have a big sweet tooth. So like getting control of my diet is really hard for me sometimes. And what's so ironic is that I really love the gym. Like I really love the feeling of working out, but like I have gym anxiety, and then I just have anxiety about working out in general sometimes, and it holds me back, and I'm holding myself back, and I need to figure out why I'm doing that and fix it, change it, because I am in charge of my own destiny. At the end of the day, I have got to be the one that figures it out for me. But yeah, I'm trying to figure it out though. It's not easy. Like I'm not gonna play you and be like, yeah, totally, like I got it all under control. It's like that's not the case, but you know, I pray that God's plan really just takes me wherever I need to be at so that I can learn whatever I need to learn and, you know, go from there. Go. Ow. I finally ordered some new wigs as well because these are just getting ratty and old, and the older they get and the rattier they get, it's like I feel less confident when I wear them. I think the other side would be better. I feel like this side is like people always wear earrings like this on that side. Yeah, that's better. A little more subtle. I just want to be successful. I keep spitting. I don't want to be like normal successful either. I don't want to be like low level successful. I want to be like, yo, that's crazy. How did Alma Valentine become a billionaire in like 2 years? That's crazy. That's crazy. How did she do it? Like, I want that. So I'm trying to figure that out, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Coming along for the journey. Don't look at my notebook. Much love, y'all. Bye. That's crazy. How does she do it? Like, I want that. So I'm trying to figure that out, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Coming along for the journey. Don't look at my notebook. Much love, y'all. Bye.